Hi there, I'm Gary. Welcome to all of my wonderful supporters. No matter how you support the channel, thank you all for doing so. Weekly update time. What have I been up to? Well, as you can see on my bench, I've been working on my bench. There's enough room now for all my Vallejo paints anyway, if not all the other paints. They're in drawers down here. But it's all organised. It's all organised, which is fantastic. I've been working on the gift set of the Folland Gnat. I believe that's 1/72nd scale. It's absolutely tiny. Tiny little aeroplane. Lovely, apart from the paint. The paint is terrible. God. Airfix really need to work on that. Gift sets. Gift sets, you know, they're there for presents. They are essentially starter sets. Airfix don't say they are, but they are, because they're flogging these off for £7 a pop. They're going to be the first experience a lot of people have of making model kits, maybe for a long time, maybe ever. And frankly, the kit's nice. The kit's very good, but the paint is dismal. Look, yellow paint. We know yellow paint is rubbish anyway. It's so difficult to get a good yellow without a good undercoat. I always use white underneath yellow, always. Propeller tips all the way through to whole aeroplanes, always white primer or white base and then the yellow. Otherwise it just can't cover grey plastic. I've put 3 coats on there and it's still not yellow. It's awful. Yeah, they really need to do something about that. Anyway, other than that, what I've been up to is I have, of course, been working on my Spitfire. Now, it's a lovely kit. Look at the size of that box. It's huge. It's a fantastic kit. I've spent a day and a bit working on it, and I've got this far, which is the cockpit. There's one little thing I've got to do and put in this part of the cockpit, which is the camera control. Do you know, I judge kits by whether I enjoy making them. That's all. Because at the end of the day, it's a hobby. It's not, something many people get paid to do. Would I buy another one of these? Probably wouldn't. It's a stressful thing to do. Normally I'm building a kit and I'm showing you how I build a kit, because I'm enjoying building it. This, I'm feeling a bit more like a video instruction manual, because there is so much to do and it is very complex. This really, their scale of 1 to 4 on difficulty, this is a 7 or 8. There's so much to it. It's beautifully engineered. Don't get me wrong, the design and engineering is astonishingly good. But you dry fit, trying to dry fit this into the side of the fuselage like this, and it goes in down here somewhere, and clips in there and clicks in there and clicks in. And oh God, it's actually going to fit properly. What's that going to look like? And is it all going to go together? Anyway, so it's a grand kit. Oh, it's beautiful. But I'm not enjoying it as much as I hoped I would. But we'll get there. We will make a very beautiful aeroplane with this. Now, I made an executive decision. I was thinking of doing because I'm doing the FR4, the fighter reconnaissance version. I was thinking of having the camera port, build the camera port, and then actually have it open so you could see right inside. I'm not going to do that now for 2 very good reasons. Firstly, it's going to take too much time to engineer the supports and everything like that. And secondly, I ain't going to make a F-24 camera in that scale. I'm not that good a scratch build modeler. No one makes one in 1/24th yet. I'm sure they will eventually, but me, not yet. So I'll do it when I can do it, maybe one day. But this kit will be done as the FR9. There's a hole there I'm going to cut into the side of the fuselage where the port is, put a bit of acetate in for the window, maybe do a bit of riveting around it. The rest of the aircraft is pretty much a standard Mark 9 with a few bits and pieces. I do need to put a camera controller into the cockpit as well, but that's all the scratch building I'm doing. There'll be some sort of rudimentary camera behind it, but you know, it's not well lit and you won't see much, but there'll appear to be a camera behind the window. Yeah, other than that, it's just it's a long old job, but you know, it's okay. It's going together quite well. Happy enough. What else? I went to the factory, back to the Airfix factory on Monday. I was hoping to go on Tuesday, but I couldn't because of the rail strike. And I went on Monday, and of course we had like, what, half an inch, a centimetre or so of snow on Sunday night, and that completely wiped out most of public transportation. It was a shocking journey. It took me 2.5 hours to get to Victoria, which is, what, 40 minutes away. Appalling. Anyway, did some lovely filming there, got some nice footage. Not everything I was hoping for, which I would have done on Tuesday, but I couldn't do on Monday. But a lot was there, so I've done what I can. So I'll mix that up at some point and turn that into a video. I've also done I haven't done the stuff to camera, but I've done most of the rest of the things for my annual awards. And again, these awards are all about what I've enjoyed making this year, not what I think are necessarily the best kits that are being sold at the moment. And it's also about stuff I've made this year, not stuff that's been released this year necessarily. Some of it has, some of it hasn't. So it's a heroes and villains thing. So there's top 5 hero kits, a few honourable mentions, a few kits that really were pretty annoying or rubbish, and one that I really, really did not like at all. All of that going out on a video. I'm going to probably put that up on Christmas Eve, because from Christmas Day up till 12th night, I'm going to have the 12 planes of Christmas. I've done several of them already. These are just going to be like 5-6 minute videos, historical videos, bit of information about the plane, information about the kits that are available of it, and also some examples of kits I've built of them in the past. Now, all these planes are ones that were flown by my father's squadron, 800 Naval Air Squadron, so all the way back to the Hawker Nimrod in 1933. So it's Nimrod, Osprey, Skua, Fulmar, Sea Hurricane, Hellcat, Seafire, Seahawk, Attacker, Scimitar, Buccaneer, and Harrier stroke Sea Harrier. Quite a lot of planes they've flown. So those I'm working on, those are just go one a day from Christmas Day through into the new year, one a day, 12 of those. I should get about 7 or 8 of those done before the Christmas break, and then just sort of drop in and do a bit more whilst I'm on my own various times. That's good to look forward to. Other than that, I've got plenty of other kits to be getting on with. I feel like, you know, once I've got all of this out of the way, I feel like I might do something like the Hiker 111, just a sort of a medium level kit that's quite good, quite a lot of detail, but which isn't massively detailed, because you know, these 124ths, I never made the Hellcat for a very good reason. Well, 2 very good reasons. One, it was like £120, and secondly, it was just way too complex. These kits they are quite humbling in a lot of ways, in that they do point out how good or bad a modeller you are, and you do realise your limitations quite quickly. And this kit really needs to be made by someone who's really good, and I'm not that good yet. I will be, but I'm not really thinking I am yet. So there's a lot of things in there I wish I'd done better, paid more attention to, but they're all there now, they're all working, they're all good. Just not enormously enjoying it. One thing it did make me do when I was getting the filming out is to reclaim this out of a box up on the wall. This here is a Type P8 aircraft compass. It still actually moves underneath all the crud and grime on the glass. You can actually still see it moving. It actually does still point vaguely north. This came from a Spitfire. It was a Spitfire that crashed in northern France, on the beach in northern France. The aircraft, I think it's a Mark II, and it belonged to one of the Polish squadrons at RAF Northolt. Now, you may know I live in a place called Greenford, and Greenford is in West London, and the 2 stops down the A40 out of town, on the freeway out of town, is RAF Northolt. So this is a local piece of memorabilia indeed. In fact, there's a very large Polish community here to this day. So it's good getting that, and it's interesting that this sort of very dark grey, on the FX instructions it says, I think it used 127, which is like a US dark, light gold grey. Well, dark gold grey isn't even this dark, so I used extra dark sea grey, I think. So it's kind of interesting that it's a much darker colour than FX think it was. But there it is. It was just nice picking this up. This came from a bloke I worked with for many, many years in a company I was in before. He's really into historical stuff, memorabilia and things like that. He's crazy about Titanic. He's got an amazing collection of things to do with Titanic. So he was able to sort of nose around and found this for me, my own Spitfire compass, which is a beautiful thing. And it reminds me of happy times working at that company and the people I knew there. So that's very good. So the week ahead is just building this Spitfire. I'm doing some more of the 12 Planes of Christmas videos, and of course then recording my Heroes and Villains piece. So there's quite a lot to come. The first day of the Spitfire I think will go up on Tuesday, so Monday Matters as usual on Monday, followed on Tuesday by the first day of the Spitfire. Maybe do another one this week once I've got everything tidied up on the inside. And yeah, then it's Christmas. I can't believe it's coming around so fast. Anyway, thank you all so very, very much for all your support over the year. It's been quite a year in many ways, and it wouldn't have happened without all of your support. So thank you all so very, very much. And I will see you in a week. Come back for Monday Matters. Come back for the Spitfire video. Come back on Christmas Eve for the awards ceremony, and then Christmas Day onwards for the 12 Planes of Christmas. Okay, I'll catch up with you later this week, but thank you once again, and I hope to see you very, very soon. Take care now. Goodbye.